Let's begin now. 360.
I woke up this morning and I said, instead of waiting for a good day to happen, waiting around through ups and downs, I just said, look.
We're gonna have a good day, and all my homies wanna ride today, and all these moments look fly today, and all we wanna do is get by today. Hey, we're gonna have a good day, and ain't nobody gotta cry today, 'cause ain't nobody gonna die today. You can save that trouble for another day. Hey, we're gonna have a good day.
Today, I'm going to talk about chemotherapy and what chemotherapy is for me personally, because all chemotherapies and all cancers are different. So I thought I'd go over what I experience with mine personally. But in order to go over the chemo and the process and the treatments, kind of got to get an understanding of what exactly kind of cancer I'm fighting and dealing with. I have colorectal cancer, metastasized throughout the body, which means I have tumor scatters all over inside my body. It did progress to the brain, caused the tumor there, so they also diagnosed me with brain cancer. And I also have progression inside my lungs, which means that the cancer is growing inside my lungs now as well. Cancer is a cell in your body that will separate and grow as fast as it possibly can and attack all the parts of your body that it can. In my case, for colorectal cancer, the main places that it should metastasize is your liver, your lungs, and your brain. How chemotherapy works is they take some drugs, and then these drugs attack any cancer cells or any cells that divide, multiply, and grow at a fast rate of speed, which is good because that's what cancer cells do, and it helps target those cells and try and kill them off. The problem is you have a lot of healthy cells in your body that do the same thing. They grow and they multiply, like stuff in your mouth and in your GI and things like that. So that's why you get a lot of side effects as well, because not only is it killing off your cancer cells, it's killing off a lot of your good cells that are keeping you going. I tried a few different chemo regimens with my doctors. I'm on a new one now. I'm back to a drug called 5-FU and Fulfoxin. Fulfoxin is new, so we'll see how that goes. But the 5-FU I've used before and my body did not respond very well, so we're hoping mixing it with a new drug this time will give us better results as far as side effects go and things like that. And if this one doesn't work, then that's probably my last option. I think there's one more drug, but they said it was really, really a hard one to get through. And I'm not really feeling up to doing all that junk, so hopefully this one keeps me going for a while.
Because of the mucositis. He was having a lot of runny nose and issues with mucositis, so we dropped out the 5-FU.
The 5-FU was probably, and I hope that comes up as an option again. It just made me feel like such a piece of crap that I never want to do that ever again.
He had a lot of mucositis that was
really bad.
awful for him, which is why we ended up
This
taking
is
it out.
something you do as a patient, the doctor can't do for you. You balance toxicity versus benefit.
And everybody has their own balance. How much toxicity is worth the benefit, right? And there are other people in the clinic that have other drugs. They say they would never do it again. And that's a fair thing for a patient to say.
But I think we could also try the oral form of 5-FU and see if that's, sometimes it's worse with things like diarrhea or hand-foot syndrome, but other times people tolerate it better. So I think, and it's also, you know, it's a pill.
Logistics.
Yeah, logistically it'd be a ton easier. Even if you got the same side effects, it'd be easier logistically.
Okay, so
So we could do that.
So we'll stay the course, drop the Avastin, re-image it. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it?
Hey, you know, it's
Your
something.
last
This is one of the things that
hearing-
surprised me about oncology. How much the plans were a cooperative thing. You sat down and you talked with your patients about what they would and wouldn't do and what their choices were. And you come to a conclusion. It's nice, isn't it?
I like it.
And it's been,
December, I think we did that.
yeah, I have it in my notes.
failed anything.
Well, I don't know. I guess my concern is that he's symptomatic in his lungs, and if this represents progression in his lungs, then we're gonna run into trouble.
I agree with that.
So the options that I see that he has are, we haven't treated him with 5-FU since December, so it's been 9-10 months.
So, oh, sorry.
It's
okay.
So we have an option of single agent 5-FU. We also have an option of Folfox. He's never seen Folfox. The question of whether or not to add Avastin, he's KRAS mutated, it concerns me a little bit, given that that may be contributing to the lung stuff. But I think that's another question that's in there, is do we add Avastin back in? We talked about it, that probably the most aggressive and to get the best response would be Folfox initially, especially because of his symptoms in his lungs. If we're gonna get any response, I would think that would be our bigger player than
That's how you want to
5-FU.
go?
Is we give 5-FU alone today because he doesn't know if we dropped it because he thought he didn't tolerate it, but he still had a lot of the same side effects with the irinotecan. So I was going to give 5-FU alone today with the plan to give Folfox in 2 weeks.
Okay.
And that way she gets to work, he tries the 5-FU alone, and then we start Folfox. That
Okay.
was my thought. If that, I don't know how
I'm fine with
you
that.
feel about
You'll need to get a consent for full box.
We need to get a consent for Folfox, and I need Jordan to help figure out the
that's a
disconnect
plan.
and the chemo and all of that because you had such problems last time.
So we know where to connect the 5-FU.
That's pretty reasonable.
I like it.
Oh yeah, I already put you
Have you ever watched a cooking show where they cook and they put liquid in? They think everything has to bring some flavor to the party. As a cancer patient, it's kind of like that too. Everything has to bring some calories and electrolytes to the party. So, if you're going to make a good soup or a good cancer patient, you want to add flavor and electrolytes and calories.
So I think we were gonna do some scans if you don't object.
Very smooth.
He's still wheezing a little bit, isn't he?
He is.
The other thing you try is out of an inhaler to see if it helps.
He's already on albuterol. I put him on albuterol.
As a general rule, you only fight when you absolutely have to win it.
This is day 1 of the day and night of chemo infusion. My symptoms tonight, as usual on the first day, got a headache. I'm very, very uncomfortable. I can't get comfortable. So all I really can do or want to do is lay in bed and toss and turn, but still can't get comfortable. Can't really fall asleep, but I'm too tired to like get up and do anything. Fatigue is really bad. And swallowing and stuff. So this is the first day. It's not nearly as bad as it's gonna get, but I can feel it starting to kick in, so here we go.
I feel like we have to do something because if we continue, whatever's causing it's gonna get worse. And I don't know how much more you can handle, honestly. Where quality of life wise, I don't know how much more. So I think we need to figure out what it is and make a really good, hopefully a very good guess on which one it is and take that one out,
I like